It's really random. I've had a follow from 4 iRes.
On what? On Twitch?
On Twitch. I haven't streamed in like 3 months.
Do you have a trailer?
Nah.
See, I found when I just put a simple 1-minute trailer on, I've got a lot more followers offline than I do online. How mad's that?
Sorry about my voice. My voice is slightly fucked. When I first started streaming, I was getting follows constantly, but then that was at the height of Darwin.
I did notice you get more followers as you. I swear, Twitch like recommend you to a lot more viewers when you start.
Yeah, and you slowly die off, and then you mean fuck all. I'm gonna mute my mic while I try and clear my throat a bit. I don't think that's worked at all.
Yeah, so how are you, mate? I heard that you've not been very well, and obviously it looks like you're still not very well.
I'm okay. I've just been on loads of antibiotics and coughing up my arsehole, basically. But then Tom, my son's had chicken pox. But like an absolute boss, he's ran through chicken pox like they're nothing.
Has he? Fair play. I've never had it.
I just said, that's scary. I just said to him, I goes, he had a dot on his back and then he had one on his dick. And I goes, they didn't like much. Don't worry about it. And then the next day he was covered. And I said to him, I goes, whatever you do, don't itch them. And he went, why not? They're itchy as. I goes, yeah, I know, but don't itch them because you'll make them worse. So the first two, the one on his dick and the one on his back, he'd been itching like fucking crazy. So they're big and red and pussy and horrible. But all the other ones, to this boy's credit, he's 6 years old and he didn't itch once. And they've gone basically in a few days. He was like, Dad, that was that hard. But we managed it. He didn't itch him. What a lad.
Fair play to him.
Absolute lad.
My son, luckily my boy Cobain had it, and then literally a few days after Ollie had it, so they had it at a similar time.
Perfect. Izzy hasn't had
Funny,
it.
I didn't catch it. Which is strange.
The older you get, the more chance it has to kill you.
I know.
How mad is that?
I kind of wanted it now because I know that like I'm probably not going to get it now unless I have another kid potentially. It's just strange how like kids normally get it, like, you know what I mean?
Well, they pass everything round in schools, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean,
but like I was a kid. Why didn't I fucking get it? Maybe oh, that's right. I had no friends to pass around.
I had shingles as a kid, which I don't know if you know what shingles are.
It's basically in the old chickenpox family tree, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're like 10 times as big. So you get like a chickenpox that's like that big, and then the shingles like that. So all down my back, I've got loads of circle scars. But you normally get shingles in old age, and I was the youngest person to ever have shingles in the UK. I was in a medical book. They were like, "Can we take pictures of your kid? Because we've never known a kid to be younger than 2 and have shingles." Yeah, it was mad.
I've had like something similar, like, is it impetigo? Is it something like that?
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
It's similar. It's like I did get like loads of rashes and like chickenpox, but it's not chickenpox. Yeah, it was kind of. I think it's from like hygiene, really. Didn't have a shower for like 2 weeks.
Dirty bastard.
Nah, I know.
You've had a procedure recently, haven't you?
Yeah. Come out, look at this bad boy. Ta-da.
So can you walk on it?
I can put weight on it now. But I think that is the amount of drugs I'm on, reason why I can stand on it, but I shouldn't be standing on it. I've got my my fellow companion. His name is Jimmy.
So we didn't do a podcast last week because you were getting ready for going under the knife.
Yep, and you wasn't very well neither.
I wasn't very well. But so why have you had to have this done? What have you had done?
So I broke I fucked it up when I was in the army. I twisted it really bad. I can't say too much because it was on a special forces exercise where basically when I did it, it was either come off course or carry on, and I just soldiered on and carried on. I went to see the doctor, and the doctor can't write anything down because we shouldn't have been where we were or what we did. We shouldn't have been or been said or anything like that. So no records were said or written down or anything. So it never happened, but it did because I hurt my ankle, and then I carried on years going by, and my ankles just slowly got worse, and I just noticed from then. And basically, there was just bones. There's probably tiny little bones, like, well, the biggest one is I showed you the picture, and they were just floating around my ankle, sitting on nerves, sitting on, like, you know, different parts of the ankle. So as I was walking around, it would just float about different positions each day, and then one day, if it sits on the main nerve, my whole leg just goes. It's like being tasered. So I've been waiting 2 years for that, because when Ollie was born and I fell downstairs with him because my leg just went, I was just like, right, I need to see someone about this. But because of COVID and all that shit, I've literally just had it done now, and it was through the Nuffield, like, private hospital.
So really you paid for it, have you?
No, NHS did, because I was on the urgent list for 60 plus weeks. So they must have thought we are failing this fucking
failing, like you did to say that word.
Yeah, failing, like I just said that failed word. Yeah, so they failed me basically. So they've sent me to the private hospital to get me sorted. Luckily, it was the day before the strike, so it didn't get cancelled or anything like that. So
the strike. What is there a medical?
There was a strike. There was a strike on Thursday, wasn't it, with the NHS? So that might have possibly impacted my fucking thing. But mate, it was same again. They struggled to wake me up, because back in 2019 I had a fucking operation on my dick, and they struggled to wake me up, and they did the same thing again. They put me to sleep. They said count to 10. I got to like 20, and then I started asking them, are they ready for Christmas? And they were like, mate, you need to relax. And I was like, I am. And then next minute they were like, right, here's a mask, breathe this gas in, it's only oxygen. I was like, it's only oxygen? Of course it is. So I was like, and then next minute they were like, you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Oh, by the way, if I don't see you, make sure you have a lovely Christmas and New Year. And they were like, take another deep breath in, mate. And I was like, okay. My eyes started going like this. I was like, yeah, I can start feeling it now. And they were like, yeah, just relax, just chill. And I was like, but I gotta say this one thing, because it's like, you know, this towel is really warm, I was saying. And then after that, I just can't remember. It just went. All I remember, the last thing I remember before I went under was, yeah, he's gone. And I literally was about to say, no, I haven't. But I went. I was gone. And then when I woke up, they struggled to wake me up again. This is what I worried about last time, because they were worried about they couldn't wake me up. At fucking, because I kept I was stopping. I kept. My breathing pattern just kept stopping here and there. So they think might have sleep apnea, potentially. And they did it again. So they were struggling to wake me up again. And when I woke up, though, eventually, I woke up and I went, oh, you're a very pretty lady. She goes, you've been a pain in my ass. I was like, why? She goes, you haven't been waking up for the past hour. I've been trying to. I was like, well, if I knew you were this pretty, I'd have woke up a lot sooner.
Was Keita there?
No. Apparently I made her, yeah. Like, she had real short hair. She was quite like probably in her 50s, I'm gonna say. And I just said, you're a ripe MILF. Made to her face.
Was that the drugs, or was you being you?
That was just me mixed with the drugs, being me.
I love that.
Yeah.
So all's well that ends well. So you'll be back at work in no time.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'll be probably back in work early Feb. I'm gonna say.
You know,
so about 6 weeks. Hopefully.
The thing I hate most about hospitals isn't the hospital. It's dickheads on Facebook that will tag themselves at the hospital but won't say why. And then they'll get 20 million people going, oh my God, I hope you're okay. Oh my God, what's going on? Oh, it's not the kids, is it? It's not the kids, is it? And then they put, I'll DM you. It's private. Why put it on Facebook then? Like, oh my God. Talk about attention-seeking bastards.
I posted one of me with a thumbs up saying surgery went well. But everyone knew I went for surgery. It wasn't like a DM.
I know, and I put on there, bugger.
Yeah. I was like, oh, bugger, he's awake. Yeah, because we were having that little speech. Just literally, I was in the room on my own speaking to you before I was getting literally put under, and you were telling me about the fear, and I was like, nah, just tell me, mate. Just tell me.
I was gonna say, don't fucking throw me under that bus. So we were chatting, and you were telling me that you got a fear of going under. Well, not going under, it's not waking up. And I said to you, I've got my own fears. Fucking dickhead, you were going, well, tell me what your fears are. I was like, not yet, I'll tell you after, because obviously I don't want to fucking add to your fears. Nah, tell me. I'm sat there thinking...
Well, I was psyched anyway. I was fucking psyching myself out of it anyway. I needed to know just to top it off. But when you said your fear, didn't scare me, which actually... blessing in disguise, it actually helped me.
Oh, really?
Like, oh, right. Yeah. I was like, mate, that would not, but like that did not phase me if I woke up mid procedure. So it was genuinely just not waking up, like being put to sleep, and that's the last time I see the rest of this, like everyone.
So you can actually wake up during a procedure, and you can feel everything, but you have no control over your body. So you can't open your eyes, you can't move, you can't signal, you can't tell them anything. The only reason they know something's going on is your heart rate goes through the roof, and then they know something's happened. But it's an actual thing. It happens to people. That's my fear. Can you imagine going in to have something done, and you can feel every slice and movement. Ah.
Yeah, that would. That's not as bad as not waking up.
Not waking up isn't a problem because you don't know anything about it, so it's not an issue. Yeah, fuck that.
It's crazy, isn't it? There's I didn't realize how, with an operation and how many possibilities. I don't know. Like when I was younger and I had my first op, I was not even phased. Like you could get like blood clots, and all that sort of shit. Like the meds that you're on can fuck you up. Like they're fucking me up now. And
what meds are you on?
I'm on obviously paracetamol and ibuprofen.
Oh.
But but I don't take any of them anyway, even if I got a head, like ever, like literally ever.
Right.
So they're kicking in. Wow, nice. But then I was on codeine.
Yeah. Codeine's good.
No, I don't like it, mate. It's fucking disgusting. Oh, I just feel like shit. I feel like I feel like I've got the flu constantly. It's really bad. Like my stomach's killing. I'm drowsy. I'll go dizzy.
If you don't like it, I know where you can send it because I fucking love it.
Yeah, so like codeine, mate, I do not like it. I had some at 3:15 this morning because I woke up at 3:15 because my meds must have worn off because I was in so much pain on my ankle. I hopped straight to the fucking kitchen, 2 paracetamol, 2 ibuprofen, 2 codeines, boom, gone. I was like, zonked out on the sofa, watched TV for about an hour, then it started kicking in because the pain just gradually went, and I just started drifting off in my thing. But I hated it. I felt like shit. So today I was on the morphine, like liquid morphine.
Oromorph, yeah, good.
Oromorph, that's it, yeah. And I felt okay, better on that, but I just felt more like stoned throughout the day.
Yeah, Oromorph's good as well.
That hit me hard, like that hit me like this, like literally 10 minutes. I was fucked.
Yeah. Oromorph is great stuff.
And then, but the problem was after, because I was on it and it's wearing off, I started becoming real dizzy and very like I was gonna pass. I went all pale and shit.
Yeah, that's
like good. I was pulling a whitey. It was so I don't know what to do. I either go on codeine, which makes me feel shit all the time, but I don't feel the pain, or I just go on the morphine. So I'm in a bit of but I've got to make sure I eat because I've not been very hungry since the op.
Right.
And I've been taking all these meds in my stomach like a twat.
Yeah, you do need to be eating and drinking properly. Keep those fucking kidneys clear. What are you going to do with your month? Or your 2 months?
So just chill and stream throughout the day. Nothing crazy because these meds have been throwing me massively off.
What are you going to stream?
I've been streaming all sorts of, mainly old school RuneScape. I've been playing some RuneScape, so I managed to do a few quests today on there. Got my Slayer level to 21 now in one quest. I was like, yeah, pucker, just stuff like that. But yeah, nothing. I'm already bored of it. It's mad. I kind of said to myself, right, I'm gonna enjoy this. Like I'll be able to game all day and stuff like that. But no one's on. I'm playing on my own all day. It's fucking boring after a while.
Do you know why?
It does.
Shit.
Yeah. I said to myself, after once I'm better and I'm back at work and I've been streaming most days, if I haven't enjoyed it, I might have to fucking say night to the old streaming dream and just try something else maybe.
Well, I mean, I stopped streaming just because I realised you have to be fake as fuck. Like you have to be really fake to
I
get
can't
to make
agree
it.
with you think more about that, mate. Genuinely, I watch a few people and they're just like that Nadia on.
Oh my god!
So
Yeah,
she's doxed someone live and not even bothered, and she's been banned for 14 days. So I was looking at the comments and they were going, "We'll still be here for you." One, they're simps. Two, I feel like she is genuinely cheating on the slide.
yeah, 100%.
And I feel like there's probably a lot of streamers that are cheating out there, but the cheats and the quality that they play, they hide it well, but it also brings a lot of revenue to the streaming platform, to the streamer, and to the game as well. Because people want to be as good as them. They have to be fucking cheating. Like the way they play. I watch them and I think your thought process there is doesn't make any sense. Like
I reckon if you're thinking of like slowing down your streaming, I reckon you should do it a bit differently. I reckon you should try and get banned.
Yeah, try get banned.
Try to get banned.
Get the fucking clout off whatever his name is, like Jake Lucky, or you see on Twitter.
Yeah.
Or what was it, Dexter?
No, Jake Lucky.
Yeah. Get him fucking posting on there, and then when you're back off there, see how much fucking clout you get from that.
Do something outrageous.
Build from that.
Just
do something crazy.
Blackface.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Get some red lipstick on.
Yeah. Fucking just do something fucking mental. Do something that we don't agree with, but do something fucking mental.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
And then what we'll do is we'll go back on, relate onto this fucking. We'll link it to this.
Yeah.
Go, right, so guys, when I'm banned, which I will be.
Yeah. We're just proving a point.
We're just proving a point, okay?
We're just proving a point. Yeah, 100%. Fucking hell.
But yeah,
I reckon you should play.
I think we both should do that.
I'm tempted. So there's a game that's just come out called High on Life.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen it.
I've seen a few people come up with streams and stuff like that. It looks funny as fuck.
So I really want to play it, but it's not a very safe game to stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let's put the trailer on. Right, wait there.
Let me just mute it. High on Life, yeah. Someone told me to stream it. I was like.
Have you seen anything of it?
I just muted it. I'm not keen on the music.
That's right. Have you seen anything of it?
What's it called?
High on Life.
What did you say? No, what did you just say then before?
Have you seen anything of it?
Yeah, like a few clips of people streaming it and shit.
And what do you think?
Reminds me of like a little bit like Rick and Morty sort of shit.
Well, it's made by the Rick and Morty guys.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that makes a lot of fucking sense. Hang on.
He's a dick.
Yeah, he's fine.
Selling humans is
Sorry, my son's sleeping downstairs.
Oh, so you were checking on him.
He's on the sofa. He's been real concerned about me. Yeah, it looks like Rick and Morty. Yeah, that's probably the way I've said it. And the graphics sort of look like a Rick and Morty thing. Yeah, a lot of people said stream it and stuff like that, but I'm real fucking stingy when it comes to buying new games.
Well, I wasn't going to buy it because it's £46. It's £46 just before Christmas, and I'm sitting here like, are you having a laugh? Like £46.
Wait for the January sales, mate.
Well, no, I've already bought it. My missus said, she goes to me, she went, Dan, you work fucking hard for the money you have. Just spend a bit on yourself. And I was like, I don't mind spending money on myself. I'm not going to sit here and go, it doesn't sit well spending money on myself. I'm so fucking self-righteous. I fucking love spending money on me. I hate spending money on everyone else because I've earned it for me. But the problem is there's very little left to spend on
Yeah.
me because I've spent it on every other cunt.
Yeah, see, I'm like that. I don't like spend. I like spending stuff on myself, but
Yeah.
when you spend it, do you feel instantly guilty? Like
No,
you could
fuck
think
'em.
that. See, I buy something and I'm like, oh, that could have gone towards like the kids, you know, well, or this, that, or the other every time. And he goes, just fucking buy something like for yourself, like, you know what I mean? Like, just get yourself a thing. Your Christmas is coming up. You know, people will give you a bit of money here and there, and blah blah
Yeah.
blah. And I'm like, oh, okay, fair enough.
That's kind of
But
what Lucy was
I always
getting at.
worry about it. I always worry about I could have, but I'm more than happy to go and spend 30 quid on a Chinese or something like that. It's crazy.
No,
It's like,
so I'm different. The takeaways upset me. Buying myself a takeaway, I feel bad because I'm like, I could have bought a takeaway for the family and we could have all have eaten. Or if it's like 30 quid for a fucking takeaway, I could have done like a week's shopping and bought them everything or like nice
Yeah.
food. But instead, I bought one pizza for my fat ass,
yeah.
which makes me feel a little bit bad. But talking to the kids, have your kids had to do any nativity plays?
Yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah, it was quite good. My son was the innkeeper.
Oh, okay.
So when and that's quite a main role, which I didn't know. I've never been to a nativity before, and he was just there like doing his thing.
Was it a
Like-
full-on nativity?
Yeah.
So it was a proper like
it was like,
major.
20, yeah,
and...
it was like 20 minutes long, like a few songs and stuff. But he was on the main stage with two of his best mates actually. One was a donkey, and then the other one was obviously Joseph, and then as himself as the innkeeper. And he just sat there like, you know, just doing a thing, and he did his little hand actions and all that. But he was loving it. And when obviously we were clapping after every song, everyone's just stood there like smiling, and then Cobain's like clapping with us. He was loving it.
So my daughter was an angel.
Oh, nice.
So she just had to go up and flap about and whatever, and she sung every song, and she was jumping up and singing and having a whale of a time. At one point, her teacher goes to her, "Don't jump up so much," and I saw her say it, and I mouthed to her, I went, "You jump up, you fucking jump up, you be the twat, just jump up like crazy." But they done 2 showings of her play, so I had to go and see that, and then my son, I had to go to both of them because I didn't want her to be upset.
Yeah,
because she's only 4, she's not going to understand me just going to one. And then my son didn't get to do it because he had chicken pox. It was supposed to be yesterday, but there's no way he could have done it. So he's a bit gutted. He's like, "Oh, I'll do it next year." I was like, "Yeah, you'll do it next year." But he had a main part, which is why he was upset. Whereas Izzy, she's dumb as fuck, so she was just an angel, just had to flap about. But the thing that got Izzy, if you're watching this when you're 16, I'm sorry, babe. You are amazingly clever, and I love you to bits. But secretly, she's a bit of a window licker. So, what annoyed me was it wasn't a nativity play, because we've got a multicultural school, we're like highly multicultural. It was all just Christmas songs, like but made up Christmas songs. They weren't real. It was Santa left his hat, Santa left his hat. There was no actual nativity. There was none of that. Now I get it. But let's be real, we're in a Christian-based country. I know there's an awful lot of other religions in our country now, but we're still a Christian/Catholic country. Like, fucking come on. I believe it should still be a full-on nativity. Don't get me wrong, it would have been shit. I don't want to watch a nativity. It's just a matter of principle. But I think there should be an opt-out.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want my kid to do a nativity play. Not a problem, they won't do it. Fair enough. Because in the multicultural schools that my kids go to, they have to celebrate Eid in some way, which is fair enough. They have to, yeah. They do every religion in a different way. They don't do the full on like full Eid. They're not like starving them for 40 days and all this jazz. But they celebrate Eid and they talk about what it's about. And I'm all for that. Education is the best way to get
100%.
away from racism. It's the best way to get away from prejudice. Teach them everything. I teach them about every religion. My kids can walk any path they want to. But include the nativity play. Include Christianity. Include being Catholic. Like, include the ones that we're brought up with. Like, don't just, like, ignore them because there's, like, other religions that might be offended. The fuck?
Yeah. That's one thing I saw the other day, actually. People were all getting offended by saying, "Have a lovely Christmas."
Oh, fuck off, really?
Have a good Christmas. Have a lovely Christmas. Like, yeah, I don't celebrate Christmas. It's I saw it on TikTok actually. It was it's you're now supposed to say happy holidays.
I mean, fuck
Go
that.
and fuck yourself. Yeah, go
Yeah,
fuck yourself.
that.
Like it's always been have a lovely Christmas. You know, just but like I don't care. I'll say have a lovely Christmas, and if they get offended, when well you're in the wrong country then. Simple as that, innit? If you're offended from me saying have a lovely Christmas, mate, and you don't celebrate it because I'm supposed to know that, go fuck yourself. You're in the wrong country because that's what we all say. It is, isn't it? It's like me going over there it's like me going over there and saying it, and then they get offended. Of course they're gonna get offended.
Yeah, yeah, I get
because
that. I get that.
But don't have a go at me for saying have a lovely Christmas when you don't celebrate it.
I now because of where I work, I work with a lot of different religions. I personally, I'd say have a great holiday. That's all I ever say because I can't be asked with the I don't celebrate Christmas. Well, I know you don't, Abdullah. I'm just saying, you know. So I'd rather just say have a wicked holiday and avoid.
But I don't say like Christmas because that's the religion. I say Christmas as another word for holidays.
Cause,
anyway.
Yeah, because it is Christmas time.
Christmas.
It's Christmas.
holidays.
It's fucking Christmas. I know.
It's Christmas.
There's fucking trees
that's
everywhere.
What I said. Yeah, it's not like I go have a lovely holiday.
There's one guy I work with that's Muslim, a devout Muslim as well. Like he's hardcore praise whenever he should do. But his wife is English. He white English. Like she was brought up in England as a Christian and she converted to Islam when they got married. But the rest of her family are still Christian. So he will go to their house and celebrate Christmas with them and have a Christmas meal. He's like, well, it's their religion. I'm invited.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to sit there and be like, I'm going to be a Christian now. He goes, but it's a part of their family and I'm a part of their family. So I'm just going to go and enjoy it. And he said, when it's Eid, them lot come to our family and they do what we do. And it's just, you know, it's just nice just to be human and accept each other for who we are, which I really fucking like. I thought it was really cool. I read something though recently that pissed me off about Muslims. I'll be honest.
Cool.
I read it. Now, I was tired when I read it and my brain wasn't working. And then when
standard day, innit?
Yeah. But normally I'm pretty good. I'll read something and I'll be like, all right, that doesn't sit well with me. Let me educate myself and see what the crack is. This particular thing, I was a bit like, really? That's fucking shit, that is. And then it took me like a good day to then go, hang on a minute. Come on, Dan, you're better than this. Work out why this is like this. And then I agreed with it. So I really like the UFC. Really like the UFC. And one thing I'd never noticed is Khabib being one of the best fighters, who retired after his dad passed away because his dad was his trainer and he felt like he couldn't fight without him. He never shook hands.
Muslim.
Yeah, he's Muslim. He never shook hands with any of the female presenters, any of the female fighters. No female. He wouldn't shake hands with them. And when I watched a YouTube video, now fair enough, it was down to the, let's say racist. It was down to the racist editing of this YouTube video, or prejudiced way it was edited. It made me pissed off. I was like, fucking hell, yeah. He's doing interviews and he's shaking hands with all the men. And when he got to the women, he would like put his arm across himself like that. And I thought that was fucking weird. And then it showed him like pulling women aside, not literally touching them, but like pulling them aside and sort of whispering to them and then stepping away. And I thought, that's fucking, why the fuck? Just fucking shake hands with her, man. Like, what the fuck? And then I read into it, and actually it's a massive sign of respect to not shake hands with them. And that's what he's telling them. He's basically saying, the only woman I will ever touch is my wife. And out of respect for my wife, I will not touch you. Whether it's sexual or not, I respect my wife too much. So what he done was he would put his arm across himself as if to say, I appreciate you. And then later he would give them flowers or he would give them chocolate. So when I initially watched the video, I was like, fuck that bollocks. But then when I read into it, I was like, actually, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. I'll touch other women.
Was that religion?
It's religious, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
That video.
I don't know if it's religious or culture.
Okay, culture maybe. Probably culture, I'd say.
I'd say it's culture.
In regarding to that video that made you angry, that is what you call a prime example of what happened to Andrew Tate. You know, with everything.
Yeah.
You watch something, and it makes it look worse than it actually is.
Yeah.
And it's just what you know. He's just respecting his wife at the end of the day.
I fucking put up. I play
there
World
was
of
a streamer
Warcraft.
about that, wasn't there?
Wait,
There was
2
a
seconds.
similar
2
scenario with a
seconds while you're
streamer.
talking about Andrew Tate. I play World of Warcraft, and in the general chat, I put I love Andrew Tate, and they're like, fuck you, fuck you. This is even in World of Warcraft. I was like, calm down. Anyway, carry on.
Oh, that's funny, man. Oh, mate, that's lit. I was gonna say it was a sort of similar scenario happened with I don't know which streamers, I don't know the name, but wouldn't play video games with other women.
Oh shit!
Can't remember who that was now. I can't remember the names, but he would just decline and just go no. And then everyone was kicking off saying he's so sexist and stuff. I was like, well, no, because
I think I remember.
His argument was I don't want to play video games with another woman because I'm not spending time with my woman, and that's the way it is. I don't want to touch one, you know, handshake any of them. It's not that I hate women; it's just I respect my wife, and I'm like,
yeah,
fair enough.
When you see it from that point of view, it makes sense. I'm different. Yeah. I respect my missus, but I'll touch and fucking play with any female.
See, I'll shake hands and I'll be, you know, as I feel like as the word normal was wrong, but like, you know, as like I'd speak to him like any normal person would, like, you know, being single or not. But as long as I don't fucking grab their ass, grab their titties, or kiss them, or any
flirty
sort
as
of
fuck.
I think it's good to flirt.
Fuck yeah.
I flirt with my missus' best mate quite a lot. Not like in a way of like, oh, I'm gonna take her home and fucking shout. Like I think it's more of a banter flirt.
Would
like
you?
A flanter. No. Oh yeah. If I was single. But like no, she's good. No, she's funny. She's full of banter. But like, yeah, she flirts with me and I flirt with her, and Keita fucking finds it funny as fuck.
If Keith gave you the green light though, would you smash that?
No, I couldn't do it even with a green light. I had a big hard think about this the other day actually. I was thinking if she gave me any like free hall pass and stuff like that, I just don't think it would feel right. Genuinely. I just don't think you'd enjoy it as much as you would if you were if she gave you the thumbs up to do it, you wouldn't enjoy it. If she didn't give you the thumbs up, you'd enjoy it.
What if Keith said, let's have a threesome?
Sorry, kids, if you listen to this when you're a bit older, get your earmuffs on. Probably, yeah.
Fucking
maybe.
Right. Fucking right. Your missus gives you a green light and then goes, by the way, I've got quite a fit friend I'm going to bring round. You'll go, how big is he? No, you'll go, yeah, not a problem.
Yeah.
It'd be fucking wicked.
I think it'd be all right with... But that's what I mean. It's a bit unfair, though, because I don't think I would with another bloke, but I would if there was another woman. And then if she wants another bloke, then I'll just be like, nah. Do you know what I mean? I just wouldn't sit well.
What makes you say nah?
Because he's probably got a bigger pipe than me. I don't want that going in.
You're so funny.
So yeah,
yes.
That's the reason why. So we're kind of like trying to fantasize over too much about that because it's never going to happen anyway. So
you never know.
I'm scrolling right back here, back on the nativity thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So saw my son play, and we waited outside in the car park with all the other parents. Right.
Yeah.
My missus was there as well with Ollie. It was fucking cold. It was like, you know, like it's been frosty and shit. But my missus decided to go, and I thought, right, I'll wait another 5 minutes. And I was in my work gear because literally I snuck off for work to see half an hour play, and that's it. And funny enough, I was literally working right next to the school anyway, so it was an fucking deal. And they started walking out, and there's this teacher that they have there. I can't remember her name. And the parents I was with, we're quite a little tight huddle, to be fair. We've actually grown over the year as, like, you know, speaking to each other in the playground, blah, 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 blah. And they said, oh, yeah, she's a right fucking bitch. And I was like, is she? She's like, yeah. Don't even look at the kids. Don't even wave at them. She'll probably have a go at you. I was like, fuck off. She ain't that bad, surely. Anyway, so she starts leading the fucking kids. We start looking at them. I saw Cobain. Hey, Cobain. You know, and they start waving at them. And so she goes, do not look or wave at your children. We're trying to walk along a road. And I went, I'll do whatever I want, thank you. And she goes, well, she said, it's my responsibility to get him to school safely. It's my what'd she say, paramount? It's my paramount
priority, yeah.
priority to get these kids safe back to school. And I went, I'm fucking waving at the kids, and then the teachers, the parents were saying, I told you she's a fucking bitch. I went, I don't know what to do here. I don't want to. The kids are all there. I don't want to fucking cause a scene here.
I would have done.
And then she goes, starts muttling to herself, saying, I'm trying to get the kids off the kids run into the road, you know, like stuff like that, like start mumbling to herself. And I went, right, that's it. I put my toolkit down. I went down there. I walked alongside her, right next to her in the road. She got to the side of the road, and then she goes, and I stood in the middle of the road because there was a car coming probably about 200 meters away, but I stood in the middle of the road because I had a high vis on. And then and she goes, can you get out the road, please? And I went, this is a public highway. I can literally stand wherever I want. Who are you to tell me what I can do? And she goes, well, you're not insured by the school to cross these kids across the road. I went, not insured? I go, hold it right there. I go, hold it right there. I go, you're saying your safety, it's priority safety over these kids. I'm not happy that you haven't got a high vis on, nor the other teachers. You're walking my kid down this road without a high vis on. I've got a high vis on. I'm staying here and wait for you guys to cross the road. And her face was like, and I was like, so you're going to walk then? And then the teacher, one of the teachers, my son's teacher, come up to me and said, I can see you're quite high rate. And I was like, I'm going to fucking swear at her in my head. Like, I was shaking because I didn't want to call her a cunt in front of everyone. So then eventually she just stood and stared at me. I went, well, cross then, because I've got my own insurance. If you get hit, you haven't got none because you got no high vis on. So cross the road. And I was literally about to say, fatso. But I just held my tongue. I went, and then eventually she just went across. And then I was just like, do I finish her off now? But my son was staring at me, like, you know, and I was like, kind of like, my voice was quite loud. So I wasn't shouting or saying any swear words, but I had to bite my tongue and I was shaking because I was raging. I
would have just picked my kid up and walked him across the road and be like, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I get what she's saying. Let me just say, I get what she's saying.
No, yeah.
Because if the kid's distracted by you, they might just suddenly randomly run across the road and that's on her. But at the same time, your kid's not a fucking idiot.
Yeah. It's not that at the end of the day. If she just said to us politely, oh, guys, just, you know, try not to wave at your kids just in case they run into the road or anything like that. You know, I don't want any accidents
100%.
happening. But it's the way she said it and how she said it. Don't you look at the kids or wave at them. So, like literally like that. I was like, I'll do what the fuck I want, thank you.
I've got resting dickhead face. Like, especially when I'm at the school. Because I don't want anyone to talk to me. I don't want them to. I don't want to make friends. Half of them can't brush their teeth and they stink. And the other half are just they're just negative. They're, oh, fucking, I can't get this benefit and this is fucking, oh, I'm going to fucking stab him when I see him next. You know, I don't want to get involved in that sort of stupid bullshit. So I just don't look at anyone. And I look like a right miserable bastard. And I do that on purpose because I don't want to communicate. So anyway, I told you about like me beating my kids and them going into school and then the teacher phoning Lucy and then phoning to make sure that I'm not beating her and beating the kids and so on and so forth. Now, when I pick Izzy up, the teacher tries to suck my dick. Like, I think we had a parents' evening and I went to the parents' evening and she got to meet me properly and communicate with me. And I think she now understands me. And now she can't do enough for me. Like, she'll come out and she'll be like, I've put a chocolate in a bag. It's at the bottom of a bag. I don't want it to melt in the bag and it to be a problem. Like, everything, I went there the other day and they opened the doors to let my kids out 10 minutes early. 10 minutes early, which annoys me.
Yeah.
Annoys me. And they open up the doors in the morning 5 minutes late every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, how are you teaching the kids to be on time for shit when A, you're late and B, you're letting them out early? They went, surely not letting them out early is not a problem. I goes, right, let's work this out then. I said, one of the things I had when I was a kid, I hated being picked up. I remember it now. It makes me anxious because I was so scared that one day my mum wouldn't turn up. And I relied on the adults to do the timekeeping. So if my mum wasn't there the second that door opened and all my friends and everyone else was going home
leaving
and I was the last kid, I would panic. Every single fucking day, that was like a fear of mine. It happened once when I was in play school. My mum she was running late, and it just made me feel like shit. So ever since then, it made me panic. And I said to him, I goes, I make sure I'm here 5 to 3 every day. You're opening the doors at 10 to 3, and half the kids have already gone, and my daughter's sat there on the fucking mat on her own.
Yeah.
She now thinks that she's last, not loved, or whatever. Open your fucking doors on time. Oh, but we've got 3 clocks. We can't run by. I was like, get them in sync. It's not hard. Come on, do better. And ever since, they've opened the doors on time, because I don't get, like, how do they not understand?
Timing is crucial, man.
How do they not understand that?
That's a life lesson anyway. It's a life lesson anyway you teach your kids, isn't it? Like, you know, it's hard for the age they're at now, but like timings are crucial. Like, you're not going to be late for work. You're not going to be late when you do meetings. But I get, like, sometimes you can be late for stuff for personal reasons, but like timings is crucial. You know, in the army, it's always 5 minutes early. 2 seconds. I'm just going to go and check my boy.
Yeah, do it.
It's okay.
Did you watch the last podcast?
No.
There was a bit in it, right? And I deliberated over deleting it out, but I didn't delete it out.
Go on.
It was when you went for a piss and I went for a shit. There's about 5 minutes of us just disappearing, and I thought, I'm going to leave that in. For comical value, just leave it. It's literally just 5 minutes of our chairs, and then us both coming back. Yeah, it's funny. It makes me chuckle. I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, leave it in. Why not?
Like, yeah, it's I haven't watched it back, to be fair. I genuinely don't like watching back on the old podcast, if I'm being honest with you. It's one of my, it's like, I hate listening to my voice. I love listening to your voice. You got a beautiful voice.
Not today, I don't. I sound like
not today. You're going to piss me off.
Bog brush down it.
But talking about podcasts and stuff, I feel like this might be our last one this year. In some sense.
Yeah. More than likely.
Because next week is Christmas, and then the week after that's going to be New Year.
I mean,
unless we get like a midweek one.
Yeah, we can do one at any moment. Let's not kid ourselves. No one's watching this.
Yeah.
No one's really watching this. This is just for our kids, so we can do this when we want.
But if you are, no, because I know some of my family are watching it. So thank you everyone that is watching it, and thank you. Like, hopefully 2023 we could get more stuff. Maybe like if you have got any ideas and shit, see if we can get any fucking people out. You know, third party. You know, we can interview someone. I don't know, like my mum or son.
Hey, let's get your mum on here.
Someone that we might know, like, you know, that we see on like in the old streaming world, like, I don't know, for example, I don't know,
Jari.
Yeah, Jari, or something like that. Oh, fucking love
Jari would talk to me happily. Like I got no. Me and Jari will chat, no problem. She wouldn't go fucking within 10 feet of you.
Well, she shouldn't lose fucking any weight then, should she? I noticed. Fucking hell.
You nasty bastard.
Pay someone a compliment and you get fucking bit in the ass. I've never heard that in my life, but yeah.
Talking of paying compliments, your sister added me everywhere.
Nice.
Just saying. Just letting you know.
So, you've been from my mum, now you're on my sister.
Why not?
Be my cousins next.
If they're fit.
Be my niece. It'd be my niece.
How old is she?
21. 22 maybe now. Maybe 21, 20. She's an actor, by the way.
Is it actor or actress?
Actress. Actress.
I see lots of young female actresses calling themselves actors, and I'm wondering what is correct.
I don't know. I think it's an actress, right? But if you look at my Instagram, she was in this. So there.
Is that her?
That's her.
Yeah, I'd tap that.
Yeah.
I'd tap that. Did you see
nice.
the girl that played Wednesday in that Netflix special?
Yeah, I saw something about that. What's this about? Because she was in Addams Family, right?
Well, it's basically an Addams Family ripoff. She
Okay.
It's very good, by the way.
I've never seen it.
But she called herself an actor, and I was like, oh, okay. Have you not seen it?
I don't know, mate. It's a good question, actually. Is it actor or actress? I think, like, the job role is actor, right?
I don't know.
But because actor is like an actress, like sort of symbolizes that you're a female, right? Isn't it?
Exactly,
It
but in
is,
this day
yeah.
and age, you
It's like a
can't.
feminine thing. But that's what I mean. If you say actor, it's a bit like you can't say policeman or policewoman. You got to say police officer.
Or post.
So,
It's post person now.
nah, it's not. It's postman.
Post person.
Don't care.
It's
You're
post person.
You're a postie or a postman.
Yeah, I know. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
this
if you get offended,
Wednesday
then fuck
chick,
yourself.
not only is she stunning, but she did a dance scene in this Wednesday thingy, Bobby. And she completely improvised it, like herself, completely.
Did she?
Yeah, the whole dance.
Not what's the word? Choreographed?
No. She did it all herself, and she had to look freaky.
Let me fucking turn this down.
I'm gonna mute the audio anyway because we probably can't have it on. But
Oh, I got you.
But she was supposed to look. It's done by Tim Burton, who's obviously mental. He's a great director, but his stuff is a little bit mental. But she done this all of herself, and she said while she was doing it, she felt like an absolute
She's
dickhead.
fit for an old bird.
Oh,
On her
mate,
back.
she's like 7 feet tall.
Put her on the back.
Hang on.
She's definitely got fuck me eyes.
Oh, mate, she's unreal. She's unreal. What you like? What's her name?
Hey, she's pretty banging for an old bird. A bit more now. I think it's about halfway. Yeah, about there. Yeah. Who's that? Like, she must be.
She was in Game of Thrones.
How old is she? We need to find out how old she is. But she looks pretty. Like, I would tap that if she looked like that.
Let me try and find her. Hang on.
Tap that all day long. All night long. I feel like as you get older, I don't know about you, Spacco, do you find older women more attractive than you would do when you were younger?
100%.
Crazy, innit? How old would you actually go? That's what the question I've been asking myself.
I genuinely don't care. If they're fit and if they're a nice woman, then I'd go there.
Hey, she's tall.
Yeah, she's mad tall.
She's tall IRL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was
Oh,
played.
she's the fucking she's like the crazy strong.
Yeah, she's like the scary, crazy bird. Next, just put next to someone, and you can see. I mean, look at her.
Wow.
Like fucking, she's huge.
I would love to bang a bird that's a giant. Yeah, like I'd love it.
Could you imagine those legs just wrapped around your head?
I think a fucking giant bird like that, like tall and
like you fancy big bird. I love it.
just huge bird. Let's have it. I find it a bit of more like a challenge. Like
So I've set with a tall woman, and it wasn't. I mean, the legs were great. I can't lie. But how tall is she? 1.91 meters. What's that in
That's about
feet?
That's about 6'2", isn't it?
6'2". Oh,
Yeah.
look at you!
Yeah, because I'm 1.91. You know.
So yeah, she's tall. She's a tall chick.
Fucking hell, she's like 4 inches taller than me, man. That's crazy. I love it.
Yeah. Mad one. Oh yeah, Chopper Reed. That sounded really random because I didn't show I wasn't on the right scene. I was just flicking down here and Chopper Reed came up. I love this guy. He's a fucking madman.
Is that the guy in prison?
He died in 2013 or something like that. But he was the Australian like gangster that cut his own ears off. Do you not know about Chopper Reed?
Chopper. They call him Chopper, don't they? Yeah. All right, Chopper.
Do you know why they called him Chopper?
He chopped his own ears off.
Well, no, actually,
he's a crazy bastard, wasn't he? I think there's a film about him actually.
Yeah, Chopper.
Which I think I've seen it.
He would
he used to just go and fucking shank someone.
Yeah, shank them, shoot them, whatever. He would chop people's toes off with bolt cutters. That's why they called him Chopper.
Oh, fucking hell.
You know, standard. You know, nice fella.
I would love to see, like, if I could rewind time, like every fucking crazy ass motherfucker in jail, but put them in the same room, like Charles Bronson,
the Crays,
the Cray twins, fucking Chopper Boy in there, and every other like just like because some gangsters are like legendary ones, the ones that are fucking like people are they're quite amusing,
You know what though? They would probably get on, a lot of them. So
what you probably would, wouldn't they?
What you would do? Me and Lucy were watching a maximum security prison program the other day, and it annoyed me because
in England.
Here.
Is that the one up north?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, my sister works there.
Does she?
That's what she does, yeah.
It's a wicked program. It's a wicked program. So what, the sister that added me on everything?
I don't know which one. I've got two and I.
Well, not the dead one.
Not the dead one. I've got three sisters. There's one dead, and then I've got two. I've got Boo, and I've got Emma and I. Is it Emma or Boo?
I can't remember. With the one that you were in the car with when you phoned me.
Oh, that's Boo, yeah. Boo,
is she the one that works at the prison?
No. Emma's the one that works at the prison.
Okay. So the show annoyed me. It's a fantastic show. But what annoyed me was the fact that they put the pedos in their own special wing. So all the pedos are safe and they have to put them in like solitary confinement so they don't get battered. So what you'd want to do is put the Cray twins, you'd want to put Bronson and Chopper all in a room, all in their own wing, and then every now and again for fun, just throw them a pedo.
Yeah.
Just to see.
I don't know why they do that. Like, I get it. It's
because
for safety.
They'd kill them. They were just in the most horrific way, which I'm all for.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would care.
Do you think the death penalty should be back for certain things?
I tell you why. No, and I'll tell you for why. The person that actually pushes the button to kill them has to live the rest of their life knowing that their job was to kill people. And I think that's too much for any human soul. No matter how hard you think you are or mentally prepared, I think that's just too much for a human to accept that you're the one that pushed the button.
But again, what if you had the choice to do it yourself? So let's say, a pedo with your kids and you had the choice to push the button.
Too easy.
What, you would just do it?
No, too easy. If anyone was horrible with my kids, too easy to let them die.
Yeah.
I'd want them to do 70 years in prison. And I would want them, if anything, what should happen is they should be hot branded, like with a cattle prod on their forehead, pedo across their forehead, and then left in just in prison.
It's weird, isn't it? It's like it's like you want them dead, but you kind of want them to suffer.
I wouldn't want them dead.
How do you want them to suffer?
I wouldn't want them dead. It's too easy. You kill them, it's done.
But the thing is, I feel like it should be. I feel like I'm sounding a bit like a psycho here. Like if let's say a pedo fucking got hold of my kids, for God forbid, I'd be urged to kill them, obviously. But
100%.
I wish there was a law out there where it goes 70 years in prison, and the dad can go and visit you whenever he wants.
Yeah.
Fuck you over with whatever fucking like torture
with a bat.
equipment.
Yeah. We're going to chain you to this chair.
Like today, I'm going to chop your nipples off and feed them you.
Yeah.
It sounds sick and psychopath, but the thing is, like, that's how you'd want to fucking treat them, wouldn't you? Do you know what I mean? Cassio.
Honestly, these thoughts have gone through my head. I wouldn't want them dead because it's too easy. It's an out.
Yeah.
For me, tie them up, chain them to a metal chair, and let me go ham on them with a baseball bat every now and again. I wouldn't hit them in the head because you might kill them, and I don't want to kill them. It would just be bollocks, knees, feet, hands. Just fucking, I'd throw hot oil on them, like hot fat, like just torture that motherfucker. But death is too easy for them. 100% too easy.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I couldn't work in a prison like that, knowing that there's people like that in there, because I would just want to kill them.
That's what I said to my sister. I don't know how the fuck you can do it, like, because I'd just end up fucking.
She's hard as nails.
She is the golden child, as we call her.
How tall is she?
She's about 5'7", 5'6".
So she's only Diddy then.
Yeah, but she's fucking black belt karate. She does taekwondo. She did 8 years in the army.
So she could probably fuck me up then.
I don't know. We can all fuck you up. We've got that sort of price mentality where we're just fucking just turn into savages. But she can defend herself, I suppose.
I mean, I'm bang on 6 foot, about 16 stone. I'm a big old lad. And I like to think if a 5'7" chick came towards me, I'd be able to fuck her up. But if she is ex-military and she is black belt and done all these other things, there's a high chance she'd fuck me up.
She's crazy. Like she's very like mature and like got her head glued on. But I've never seen the dark side of her. You know, when everyone says red, like the angry side. But I can put money on that she is probably someone. She's probably like the person that sits quiet in the corner. And if you do turn the dark side on her, you'll know full well about it.
What's her name? Emma.
But yeah, I feel like it, but I don't know. I've never seen that. But I feel like the craziest cunt out of her slot and the kids was my sister Jay, who crazy enough killed herself. So, which kind of says it all, really, doesn't it? The irony.
That's one way to say it.
Yeah.
Well,
she was a fucking. The stories I hear from her, mate, is fucking so funny.
How old was she?
She was 21 when she died.
Okay.
But then I heard that she got arrested before she died and stuff like that, and she had 3 coppers on her. She was 6'4".
Fuck
and she was
me.
She donkey kicked these coppers off her. Like she was like this, and she had these real long legs, and she like donkey kicked, you know, to kick them off her, and this copper just went fucking flying like a donkey, like, and that's all you remember is her big fucking strong legs, like. So I don't want to get kicked in the heel with some heels of them bad boys because you would know about it.
So what was their name again?
What my sister who died?
Yeah.
Jay.
So Jay was originally born a boy, right?
Yeah, so Jay was transgender.
Okay, so I'm going somewhere with this. It's quite amusing. Turned into a female, quite a convincing female.
I'd say so, yeah.
So could you imagine that you're in a nightclub and it all kicks off and you suddenly get your ass handed to you by a 6'2" female and you're like, what the fuck? He's kicking like an ox.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, Jay was something special, man. She's funny. Her memories of her in my head are always so clean and so like thorough. Like there's no like fade, you know, of like blurry memories or anything.
That's mad, isn't it? So my memories of my dad, they're fading fast.
Really?
Yeah, really fast. He died when I was 27. I'm obviously 35 now. And I've got memories, don't get me wrong, but not like I thought I would.
Yeah.
If I'm honest. Not like I thought I would. I've got a lot of like videos and pictures and stuff that take me straight back. And there's some weird smells and stuff that I'll smell and I'm like, oh, fuck me, that reminds me of my dad. And I've got his jacket hanging up over there and that smells of him still, randomly, after all this time. But no, that I like the day-to-day memories. Yeah, I don't remember a lot of shit, which is annoying because I'd love to ask him some stuff. Like, I genuinely don't remember. This is going to sound really sad now, but I don't mean it. I don't remember my dad playing with me. So, do you remember your dad playing with you as a kid?
It was not like I play with my kids, like play fight.
Exactly.
Because he was always working.
Exactly. I don't remember my dad playing cars with me or sitting down and just putting his arm around me and me just sitting on his lap watching a movie. My son today, he was sat on my lap, he was cuddled into me, and we were watching Elf, the Christmas movie. And I was sat there and I was thinking to myself, I don't remember doing this with Dad. Now, I don't know if that was because I was too young or he just didn't do it. And I'd love to ask him, but obviously I can't.
Yeah.
And I asked my mum and she always goes, oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but my dad was like, he always came to my football games and stuff. So my dad, like, last time he watched me play was probably about 5-6 years ago, maybe a bit longer than that. But we play poker and stuff like that. We do family tournaments, so we play card games and stuff like that. Which our next one's on Boxing Day, so look forward to that.
Do you put money on that?
Fucking video it. Yeah, 20 quid in.
You've shaved, wasn't you saving that for the poker?
Yeah, I was gonna do my cash, but I look like a pedo.
You should draw it on.
I will.
Draw it on for the poker. If anything's going to wind your brother up more, it'll be a drawn-on mustache, and he'll be like, "Why have you done that?" And be like, "Don't worry about it."
It is.
My fucking, I'll tell you one memory I do with my old man with that sort of shit. He would like get a vinegar bottle, and he'd fill it with orange squash, and he would just like leave it like next to the telly, and then he would go and get like he would get like a tomato ketchup bottle and just fill it with water and put it on the windowsill. And he would do all this sort of random shit around his house. And I remember going around once and goes, Dad, why have you got a vinegar bottle full of orange juice next to the telly? And he went, it's a conversation starter, isn't it? And I went, what do you mean? And he goes, well, we weren't talking. We are now talking. It's done its job, innit? Because we're talking about the vinegar thing full of orange juice. And I'd be like, Dad, you're a fucking idiot. Like, why would you do that? And he goes, the more you talk, the more you're proving my point. And then I go, why have you got the ketchup? You go, see?
There you go.
Fucking absolute bellend. It's just like, that's the
Different breed.
Yeah, definitely a different breed. He was fucking mental. Right, we've hit the hour.
Lovely, jubbly, fizzy, bubbly.
So I'm gonna.
Thanks for the chinwag.
Right, we'll do the
Always
next
a pleasure,
one.
never a burden.
We'll do the next one when we can, because it's over Crimbo.
Yeah.
Neither of us have got any Christmas shit up in our room. Is that Christmas lights behind you?
They are Christmas lights. They're pretty poor. I don't know if you can
Oh, it's
see.
because of their exposure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit overexposed. But yeah, I've got Christmas lights in there. I don't want to get a treat. My dad dropped off some presents. Kept them in here because obviously kids think Santa's already been. But yeah, thanks to everyone. Thanks for the chat again. Smacko. We'll see you on the next one.
You're welcome.
Fucker, right? A pussy.
Just send Kia over. I'll get it done.
Nice.